to introduce our group member. This is Limweni and I, Azhana Basila. This is Nur Aryani, Penny and Shirley. Okay. Our group are going to present regarding the interview that we have conducted last week. Okay, I will proceed to company background. The company background, BSKM Solution is established in 2007 with less than 5 employees on that time. It is a body corporate that registered as member of Microtas Corporation in Taiwan. Then Microtas Corporation is an ISO 9001 certified and a technology leading company in testing and measurement solutions. The goal of the company is to promote customers' production efficiency and to ensure the product quality by providing customer high precision, automatic testing and measuring instruments and equipment in these rapidly growing electronics, information and communication industries. The mission is to widespread or use of micro enterprise performance. Then the standards will first improve performance and organizational stability within the industry. Second is to increase the availability of efficient and effective service for clients. And third is to help to make case for increasing levels of support for effective micro enterprise programs. These are the missions of the company, which is to help micro enterprise program assess and improve performance. This is example of the product that provided at the company. Okay, I will proceed with the introduction. First is the purpose of this interview is to gain more understanding on our topics for this course. Then, hence we have set the question of interview to have scope more on management skills and the experience of manager on his handling skill to project with which would help us to understand more subtopic that include in our course. And last is this project is very important because it will help us understand on how to manage a company as a student with engineering background. This is our interviewee profile, which is his name is Kenny Wong, 36 years old. Take general manager as his position at BSKM Solution Company. The education background, Bachelor of Business Administration Honor, National Pingdang University of Science and Technology. Have experience 10 years in management.
Now I will present the interview question analysis. For question number 1, the analysis is, for those employees who are unmotivated, their leader should explain exactly what needs to be accomplished by them and why. Uninformed employees may become unmotivated because they do not know exactly what they need to do. Besides, combine employees' personal goal with the goal of the overall organization as well as make sure people feel invested in the work that they are doing. When people feel like they are working not just to make money but also to make a difference. Analysis for question number 2. In the planning process, the company applied basic way of planning. Firstly, they do establishment for 3 aspects, that is their goal, strategies to reach the goal, and objective along the way to achieve goals. After that, they need to associate responsibilities and timeline with each objective. In planning process, they also inject short-term 3-month plan, short-term planning, and also focus on building up a network. His role is to monitor and lead them. This planning process helps them to pave the way for the future, and working process runs smoothly and fulfills the timeline. By applying the short term will not immediately led them to see the effect or result in the future.
Motivating is one of the important skills that managers should have according to create a good working atmosphere. For question 3, firstly, employee by praising them in some open forum if they are good. Second, managers should trust the employee and feel their responsibility. Next, some bonus are given to employee if possible. And the important part is never give long motivational speech to employees. Another way to make the employees feel themselves are important by taking their suggestions and feedback and also respond to their feedback. Question 4. How do a manager fill up a vacancy in their company? For the first method, the manager can review the organization chart by consider organizational change and reassignment to look for suitable employee for the vacant position. For the second method, the company use advertise to hire a new employee. Like stated in this method, the employee will consider on job responsibilities, minimum qualification of education and work experience. The manager thinks that the most important factors for him to hire an employee is their behavior and state of mind, and the knowledge comes second.
For question 5, in order to evaluate an employee performance, a company needs to create a performance plan for a new position. This is to establish performance requirements for each employee and manage employee performance. A performance rating is a factor in making promotion selections and in determining who will receive a performance award. It provides a basis for taking adverse actions because of poor performance, which can mean a reduction in grade or even removal from federal service. Employees have a right to know how they are performing. Consequently, establishing performance requirements and appraising employee performance is a job that must be taken seriously. For question 6, firing someone is the most serious consequence for failing to improve. Before manager comes to the decision that he needs to end a person's employment, he must be sure in his heart of hearts that this is the right thing to do. Then the manager must make certain that he has complied with any and all relevant laws, regulations, and company policies, and that all of the paperwork is completely in order. The company's confidential information, including without limitation customer information or trade secrets, is a valuable corporate asset of the company. Employees shall tread the company's confidential information with great care and keep it in strict confidence.
For the analysis of question number 7, effective communication means a message that is capable of attracting the receiver's response in form of positive feedback. Therefore, the first aspect is language. Whatever is the purpose of the communication, the communicator must connect the audience by using clear and precise language and removing every form of ambiguity or barrier so the audience can have a full understanding of the message. The second aspect is the purpose of central idea of the message is stated clearly and subordinate ideas effectively identified and related to the main purpose in a naturally convincing manner. Therefore, every business communication has to use clear and persuasive language in conjunction with appropriate action in order to connect with the audience and invoke the desired response. For the analysis of question number 8, a project manager is responsible in planning, organizing, securing managing, leading and controlling resources to achieve project's goal. The temporary nature of project stands in contrast with business or semi-permanent functional activities to produce product in the service. In practice, the management of these two systems are different and as such requires the development of distinct technical skills and management strategy. A project manager is facing challenge to achieve all the project goals and objectives while honoring the preconceived constraints. Typical constraints are scope, time and budget.
As a conclusion, we have achieved our main purpose and objectives of this interview, which is to gather more information on how to manage a company, leading his employees and staffing. All these principles of management we have already learned in class. In short, we felt grateful that we have the chance to learn. That is the end of our presentation. Thank you.